What's up, everybody? It's Z-Swigs. How are you? Thanks for stopping back on by again. I want to thank you guys for all the support you've given me over the past couple weeks, but now I've gone soft. That was my Devram K impression. What'd you think? 10 out of 10? I knew it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hey, what's up, guys? It is week number 7 for Destiny. Bungie's favorite number. Does it mean anything? Cue the X-Files theme. Stop the X-Files theme. No, it doesn't. It probably doesn't mean anything at all. It's just week number 7. This week, the Flashpoint is on Titan. The Iron Banner is gone. We're just back to regular old Call to Arms, and that's it. Clan XP, of course, is always back. And the Nightfall is also here. The Nightfall this week is Exodus Crash. Oh, you guys taste that? Excuse me, waiter. This game is too salty. Can we send it back and get a fresh community? One with less salt. Exodus Crash is by far the most hated strike. And possibly rightly so. My brother hates it, and he refuses to play it, which I think is childish. But to each his own, guys. To each his own. Exodus Crash, of course, if you don't know it, is the one where you go through the little pillars of light. Then you fight on this arc mesh with a bunch of exploding arc shanks, kill a couple servitors, kill a bunch of vandals, kill a giant shank. Then you go through, do more light bars. Then you go into this dark room, kill the people, and then you get into a room where you fight this invisible fallen guy. Okay? He is a captain. His name is Thavix, and he's a jerk. The reason he's a jerk is because he teleports away when he starts to take too much damage, and that is super annoying if you're on a timed Nightfall. Luckily, the modifiers this week are much more forgiving than they were the last time we played this Nightfall a couple weeks ago. The first one is Prism. Prism makes its triumphant return. Your attacks matching the focus elements deal increased damage. All other elemental damage is reduced. Kinetic and incoming damage is unaffected. The focused element rotates periodically. So essentially every 30 or so seconds, it's going to rotate between Void, then it's going to switch to Solar, then it's going to switch to Arc. And during that time, your energy and your heavy, your power weapon, that is that matching element, will do triple, quadruple damage. It does massive damage. Your other elements that aren't matched during that time do less damage than usual. So the trick for this modifier is to load out your items, mix and match. You want to have Arc Solar on one guy, Arc Void on another guy, Void Solar on the third guy on your team. And that way, whatever the Prism is, you can always take out adds. And when it's not your focused element, you use Kinetic, and that's how you make it through here quickly. Timewarp Rings is probably the best way to add time out of all of the modifiers. There's going to be a Vex Gate. You jump through it, and then several other Vex Gates appear that you can jump through, each giving you significant time back to the clock. So make sure when you do these rings that everyone is ready to jump through them, because they do go away after a certain amount of time, so you want to try to jump through all the rings if possible. So have one person jump through, start the little encounter, and then all three of you hit as many rings as you possibly can and get yourself a lot more time. Now these two things combined allow the strike to be longer, because the boss fight is probably the longest boss fight you'll have. It puts Savathun to shame, probably, just because of the gating. Once the boss takes so much damage, he will disappear. We've had conflicting reports that you can just kill him, and the gates won't matter because he'll be stunned. We've also had reports that that's not true. He'll just disappear immediately. And then we've also had reports that if he does disappear, you're going to get, and you do, let's say you do 3 waves worth of damage, you're going to get all 3 waves worth of enemies right away before he comes back, not really saving you that much time. So try out the strategy at your own risk. Obviously, Risk Runner is a great one for this one. You get lots of arc damage coursing through your body. Of course, arc is only viable a third of the time, so keep that in mind. Personally, I think Merciless is great for this, especially during Solar. You can really burn through anybody. But honestly, your heavy weapons should be saved for the boss. And I say for the boss, number one thing to do is chain your supers. Nova Bomb works great for this during Void. Nova Bomb works great because you want things that don't do damage over time, because the boss could leave. So Celestial Nighthawk is another great one. If you have Celestial Nighthawk on a gunslinger and you hit the boss right in his face, if 2 of you do it, it's possible during a Solar Prism, you could kill him right away. So there's a couple ways to kind of, quote, cheese through the boss. There's also reports that the boss crawls on the ceiling and you can shoot him down. I've never successfully been able to do that, Nightfall or regular strike, but apparently other people can. I've never seen that, but apparently it's there. He's on the ceiling or the walls, and you can shoot him off, and he'll reappear immediately. So that's also possible for you. But really, the number one thing here is just like all the other Nightfalls: skip through as fast as you can. Try to get to the boss as fast as you can. That dark room with all the platforming that happens, you can skip past that entire room. You don't have to shoot anybody in that room. There's probably going to be rings in that room, but you don't have to shoot anybody. The tank, of course, you can kind of burn through it as quickly as possible with Prism, so just keep that in mind as well. But honestly, the number one thing to do is try to get through the boss section. Celestial Nighthawk, Nova Bombs. There's a lot of strategies with putting Melting Point on a Sunbreaker and then punching the boss to do even more increased damage and get rid of him. Basically, you can one-cycle him, I've heard. There's a lot of advanced strategies, but honestly, the number one thing to do when it's Prism is coordinate your team and make sure you're all shooting at the same thing or the targets that you're supposed to be shooting at with the right elements, and you'll make it through this Nightfall with minimal salt. I promise you, all right? I promise. It's going to be okay. And then next week, who knows what it'll be. It'll be better, because I think this is the hardest Nightfall out there, just because of the time crunch and the boss fight. Do I not like it? No. I like everything. All right, I'm not salty. But it is difficult, and so I understand the people who get frustrated. Now, let's journey to the tower, and let's go see what everybody else has for us this week. While we're loading into the tower, the raid rotation this week is the Gauntlet, followed by the Dogos, followed by the Baths, followed by Calus. Now remember, tomorrow is the hard mode raid, so who knows if any of this will change this week. It certainly could. Hard mode raid might be on a different rotation than the normal mode raid. We just don't know. But as for right now, the normal mode raid, which is the only raid available on Tuesday, the 17th of October, is the Gauntlet, followed by the Pleasure Gardens, or the Doggos, followed by the Baths, followed by Calus. All right, we loaded into the tower. Let's go see what old Tess Everest has for us. Maybe she's selling some game-breaking emotes this week, like the Bureaucratic Walk last week. Yeah, that's a thing. So I spent all my Bright Dust last week on Marks and Fire Team Medallions, so everything's grayed out, and now I look poor. But this is what she has for sale. Confused, one of the best emotes in the game. The Confused Travolta. Huh? What's going on here, guys? It's like, are we killing mans, or are we... I don't know, whatever. So we got Confused. We also got Six Shooter, the first exotic emote I think she's sold. Bing, 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 bing. Pretty cool emote right there. However, these are expensive. It's 3,250 Bright Dust for this exotic emote, so good luck to you guys if you want that one. She's also selling the Chronoglass, which is a pretty complicated, cool-looking sparrow. It's definitely one of the more unique sparrows in the game because the pattern is so noticeable no matter when you're riding it. She's also selling the Breakpoint ship, which is a pretty cool-looking ship again, pretty unique. She's also selling the exotic Ariana's Vengeance ship, which has some pretty cool lore as well, if you want to check that out, if only to read it. She's also got the Chinese version, the Jade Countenance of the Fighting Lion, which most of you probably had since Zur sold it last week, so you can take this pretty worthless grenade launcher and at least make it look pretty. She's also got the Future is Chrome, which basically makes the hard light look just sleek and awesome. I'm a big fan of this ornament. She's also got helmets on sale this week for the Optimacy set. She's got the Lambda shell, which is a pretty simple shell. I actually use this one on my Titan because I like the simplicity of it. And the number 2 shell, which has a 2 on it. And it's also got those horns, which not very many ghost shells have. She's also selling Vanguard Magnus Gloss, which will make you look like a true member of the Vanguard, although my hunter apparently didn't get the memo, and he looks more teal. She's also selling Hake History, which will make you look like a shotgun. All right? There you go. Hammers, not scalpels, guys. Remember that. And then she's selling Dawn and Dusk, which is a very beautiful pink and purple shiny emote. Oh, my hunter looks gorgeous in that. Gorgeous, honey. And then, of course, she's selling the Fire Team Medallion for 50 Bright Dust, which I took advantage of heavily during Iron Banner last week. That is what Tess is selling.
Thank you for shopping at Eververse.
Ikora Ray. Now, the same disclaimer applies. Usually her stuff rotates on Wednesday. I'm hoping they'll fix it, so I'm going to keep talking about it, and so I can say, I've done it all the time. From the beginning of time, I've always talked about Ikora's meditations on Tuesday. But these will probably change if you watch it any day after Tuesday. If you watch it on Tuesday, do them today, because you get another chance to do them, because they rotate tomorrow, and you can do 6 meditations in 1 week, every week. Pretty cool. So, the meditation is Riptide. Without powers, Zavala's resistance has hit a wall. Travel deeper into the arcology and help them past it. That's the second mission on Titan. Looped. No one's heard of Cayde 6 since the hunter took off for an uncharted world. Track him down. And Utopia. Venture deep into the heart of the hive, retrieve a powerful Golden Age CPU, and make it out of there alive. So we have the first Titan mission, the second Titan mission, and the very first Nessus mission is what these are. This mission, Utopia, just for you, everyone should do this, okay? Because you can literally shoot nobody in this entire mission. You can load in, run past all of the enemies straight to the CPU core, grab it, get in your little buggy, and kill all of the hive all the way out and drive straight to the exit without firing 1 bullet. This is the easiest meditation you'll be able to do. So at the very least, do Utopia. And these 2 are also fun. These are some of the more challenging levels. So you can do those 2 if you want. But again, these rotate, so I would do Utopia today before it changes and have some fun, get some free tokens.
Enjoy working in the tower this much.
All right, Cayde is very popular this morning. Let's see what he's got for us. Oh, let's see. Oh, look. Oh my goodness, he's got treasure maps. The Flashpoint is on Titan, so let's pick up all of his treasure maps and hope he doesn't kill us and disappoint us like he normally does.
Just stay safe out there.
The fact that he just told me no refunds does not make me feel good about my life.
I'm here. I'm awake.
So, yeah. All right, let's see where the chests are on Titan. Bing, 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 bing. Lots of them over here in the Solarium today. The Solarium and the Obdorium and the Festering Halls doesn't get any, I guess. But Titan always has the easiest chest. But thank you guys for watching this video. Let's go find all of the chests. All right, the first chest we're going to get is this one right here. So I chased the gang of awoken thieves up to the arcology. That bridge didn't look too stable, and I'm not into methane baths, so I stashed what I had and picked up their trail inside. So fast travel to the rig, run over here, jump, get on your Sparrow. It's unnecessary to get on your Sparrow, honestly, because it's such a short trip, but if you go down here and you go off this ramp, you can do a cool trick and look awesome. So, yeah. Drive down here into this hole, through this doorway. I said through the doorway, and then here is Cayde's first chest. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, it happened, chat! We're going to do something a little different on this video. We're going to go from chest to chest, I think, because it's going to be easier. There's no fast travel point inside the Arcanium. So from that first chest, we're going for this one right here. This one is in some kind of wall. What was it with the Golden Age that they built walls around everything? We've actually gotten this chest before. This was one of the chests during the first Flashpoint on Titan. So you should know it well. If you're daring, you can actually Sparrow across this bridge here. And then jump off. Run up here. And head into the Solarium. You can ignore the mans if you want. Sometimes the mans are very annoying, so it just depends on your own personal preference. I'm going to choose to ignore them. And then you jump back here. And here is the chest. Alright, well, I got an exotic, so I'm not allowed to complain about anything for the rest of the thing. That's fine. The third chest, we've also had twice. It was also on the first time on Titan, right here. You know what I used to love about my rest stops on Titan? Walking into the arcology and thinking about it in its heyday. But then you get to thinking about how much we actually lost, and now the hive just spawning everywhere, and the will to fight boils right back up. So from the location of the second chest back here, all you gotta do is go through the crack in the wall, and then take a right over to this little forested greenery area. And up here in the forested greenery area is Cayde's third chest. Can't complain, chat. Can't complain. Can't complain. Got an exotic. The fourth chest is right here, and just to amuse myself, I would find natural X's in any environment and stash something somewhere beneath them, just to be able to say those words to myself. X marks the spot. Okay, you're such a poet. From the location of the third chest, which was right here, turn around a little bit, do a 180 from looking at the chest, basically like you were coming out of the front door, and head this way, and turn to the right. And you're just going to follow this pathway through all the doors. You can't get lost. It's just one big long hallway that's eventually going to lead us through the festering halls. It's quite the hall. There's like chairception happening right here. All right, we're going to ignore that. That's obviously some type of thing that they want privacy for. So we're going to head down here to the festering halls. Look at all the pretty methane vegetation. But it smells delicious in here. See the Roombas. Hi, Roomba. How you doing, guys? And we're going to run right into the festering halls. Like I said, you can't get lost. Pretty simple. There's a chest right here. Where's the natural X? I'm not too sure. Is that like the top of it? I have no idea. But there are annoying people in here. Here's how you get up. Okay, I want to go invisible so people don't even notice me. They still saw me. Run this direction. All right, jump up on this thing. And then jump up here onto like this boulder of hive junk. And then jump from there up to the chest. That's how you do it. It took me a while to figure that out. Yay! More stuff! The final chest is this one right here. Mapping these pings to the latest from Sloan. Looks like you'll be tearing through some kind of ceiling garden. Good luck with that. It's actually not that hard, Cayde. All right, we're back at the third chest, so run back here to this main room from the fourth chest. This is where you'll go to the fourth chest to get the fifth chest. We're going to that door over there. So, and there's the front door, just so everyone's oriented. You come here and you can go left, and you'll get to the fifth chest on my list before you can get to the third and the fourth. Technically, you can get these in any order. So, that's how you do it. We're going to head over here to this door. There's usually a wizard and stuff here that'll help orient you. I've already killed them because their screeches annoy me. And basically, you're going to follow this path, just like you were doing the Savathun song Strike. Head in through here. Keep on running. And then up here is a ceiling garden. So just jump. And there's Kate's stash, hanging out right there in the beautiful Arbitorium. How lovely. And I got an emblem, Against the Dark. Pretty cool, actually. That's a pretty cool looking emblem. I did good this week. Thank you, Cayde. I don't even need to ask for a refund this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Z-Swigs. I appreciate you taking time out of your week to watch my videos. I hope they're informative, and I hope you like them. If you do, hit subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment if you got constructive criticism. All right? Constructive criticism. I would appreciate that. Also, if you like Twitch and you like to watch video games, come hang out with me at twitch.tv/ZSwigs. I'm live basically every day, 9 to 5 Central Time. Come hang out, guys. I would love to meet you. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody.